Hi. Hi, English. How are you? Hi, everybody. This is Ashmir Paint With Me 45s. My neighbor donated the 40. No. He donated albums. Um, Someone that comes by the stand at Britt's Market where I set up, they donated the 45s to us. So let's get this party started. So let's get this party started. I found this candle. I got this candle at Dollar Tree. Look how pretty it is. It's green for money, everyone. Look, we all need, you know what, Facebook, you act up too much. Facebook's acting up too much. Let's get this Ashmere started. We're going to delete that one out because, I don't know what's going on. But we're going to be doing the 45s tonight, everyone. So just hang in there. Did you like my videos? Did you like my videos earlier today? Because I made videos earlier. I'm just going to, I need to do something here really quickly. See, this is craziness, everybody. Here's what we're doing. Here's what we are got here for you. Oh my God, forget about for Facebook. Nothing. We ain't got nothing. Nothing but love for them. Can't even use it tonight because it's not working. I don't know why Facebook is not working when I do the 3-way swivel. I only got to do 2-way. So hi everybody, listen, welcome to the show. I have got the whole bunch of 45s donated to us. Look, I've pre-scratched these up already. They were pretty. They had scratches on them, so I just go back in and scratch a little harder. And so I got that, and so we're gonna scratch up 45s. We're gonna do 45s, do art, and then of course I've got these albums donated to me from the neighbor, which is great. I mean, we've got stuff donated to the show. We've got albums and 45s. So let me pick up this lapboard. I don't even know which one I'm gonna use. Let's get it. I'm just gonna grab. Hi, all that. I'm just gonna grab a lapboard, and like I'm gonna show you the colors that I picked out for the 45s and everything. So far, these are the colors. Plus, of course, my main colors that I use. I'll show you everything. Just give me a second. I'm just taking off the covers of all the paint. But here's the colors that. Hi, Sue J. Hi, Raquel. Hi. So here's the colors so far that we're going to be using, but we're going to be using more colors than that. We have got our signature. Listen, we've got our signature black that we'll be using, and you just came on. YouTubers, I'll show you the 45s that were donated. We're going to use the red and the gray. The signature colors that I have, and the white. I just filled those up earlier. So just like I said, we've got a boatload. I scratched these up, ahead of time, so that way we're not wasting time sitting and scratching. And we have albums, but I'm going to show you all the ones that we got donated to the show. I was so happy. Let me dig them out. There's a whole bunch. I mean, there's a lot of them. We got a whole bunch donated to the show, which everybody loves the 45s. Look at that. We've got more than that, like endless amounts of 45s right now. So I'm grateful for that because everyone always says, Tina, what about the 45s? Are you going to do any 45s? Well, yeah, now we can. Before I ran out of them. Hi, Raquel. How are you? Hi, everybody. Hi. We've got ints, the gram, and face, and then YouTube, Facebook. I'm sorry, you ain't working, so I don't know what's going on. Facebook is left the building, everybody. I don't know it can't be on the 3-way swivel. So we're gonna start out. Well, look at this. This really cool. Who's this? This is the drum. And Bobby Sherman. listen, we're gonna see what's going on. So I'm gonna take, let's just ease in. I got some new brushes today when I was out. I got a few new brushes. Heck, I just mixed them in with the other ones. So I think this is a new one. We'll usher this in. You know how we gotta get this started, everybody. Come on now. We're gonna get the stank up on the stank, right? Let me oil my hand because this is the only way. This is the only way that we gotta get this show warmed up. What? Tub, I love all kind of music. I love everything. So let me oil my hands and get this started, because you know how I put my aura on the on where I'm working, right? So that way it gets the most beautiful art. You know that, right? Is everybody ready for 4th of July? What's everybody doing for 4th of July? Let's see. I'll probably get on and visit my brother tomorrow. So, hi DNA. So we're going to just do this, and I'm going to take my hands, and I'm just going to put that positivity out there. Just like I said, it's a blessed day, everyone. It's a blessed life. You know, we wake up today, and it's red, classic red from Dollar Tree. Thank you. And so let's just get this started with a little Ashmere hand movement. You know how we gotta warm up the show? You know how you warm up the show? And not just, we don't just warm up the show, we warm up the bottom board, right? The lap board, because we gotta just do this. We gotta warm up what we're using, what we're gonna put the art on. This little 45. What can we do with this? Look how long my fingers are. I got like Edward Scissorhand fingers. Look at this. So I can palm a 45. Look at this. Do you see how long my fingers are? Like, okay, I'll take it down to the base. And look at that. That's how long my fingers are. The vinyls, yes. I've got long fingers, so doing this is like, you know, right? Seriously. So let's get started. I'm going to usher in this. I'm going to use this. Let's use this new brush. And we just got to get the stank up on this, right? Because let's do our little Ashmere. What's everyone doing for 4th of July? You doing anything? So, okay. So we're going to let's see what we see on this, because I got those colors there, but I might add some orange and add, just who knows. Let's see what's going on. We got to christen the new brush. So let's see. Maybe I should use a whiteboard that we're going to use, because that way you can actually see the paint, like the little 45, because it's hard actually to see them. So I guess I'll just use this board here. Let me just get my board on it really quickly. So I hope you like my other videos outdoors, you know, hearing the birds chirp and all that stuff. Okay, so here's a little 45, and what I'm doing is I'm just going around to putting some texture on it. I'm doing the Johnny Depp pop and lock, right? You know, I remember I told you I saw a video when he was younger, when he was dancing and getting low, and Johnny was tearing it up. Okay, so look, Johnny can dance, Joe. Okay, so that's why I call it a pop and lock, right? Seriously. Oh, man. So let's just go around it. And the poor little 45 is so tiny that I hope YouTube, I'll take you down to the board real good. And if you're new to this channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And Instagram, don't forget to hit that follow and that like. And so let's see what we're going to do on this little tiny 45. So I'm going to take the 45. And now let's see, what color should I use first? I'm going to stick it right here, right in the center, because you know how we work the art. I'm just going to let this brush lay right here. And I'm going to pick up one of the new brushes that I got today. I'm trying to find it because I had just gotten it today, and it was in with the pack of brushes. And I'm trying, man, I should have left them sit out. Okay, I can't find it, but hell, we'll just. Thank you. So we'll just use this until, right? We'll use this. We'll use this. Okay, so I'm going to dip it in. And let's just see what we come up with. I'm just going to just drop it down and just, it's hard to see the purple, everyone. It's really hard. So I'm definitely going to have to shuffle in some whites, some other colors that you can see, because I'll be honest with you, I love working with the purples, but it is so darn hard to see on the albums, on the because it's dark, and it's really, it's just really, like I said, hard to see. But we're going to incorporate some white to kind of bust it up a little bit, and just flow it out, right? And see what we can come up with. And we're just going to creep into this. We're going to creep into it and creep out of it. So and then I'm just going to just wipe it off on the board, because we're going to be using this board anyhow. So we're going to flail it out. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to use this color also that's off to the side. So let me take the purple, drop that, see what we got here. And then I'm going to just take that, and I'm going to put this color in. And I'm just going to take it around and like just try to just, do something weird, because, when you tap it in, it should just flow real nice. And I'm just going to take it around this cup. I'm going to take it around this cup and jam it. And as I do that, I am going to feather that down in like that. Hold on a second. Make sure the door's shut. Now, do you see that? We got something good here. Hi, Floyd. How are you? Let me just lock the door. Let me see if the door. Oh, okay. It's locked. It's locked. Okay. All right. So let's see what we have now. Let's see what we're working with here on this little 45. They're so cute. As a matter of fact, I almost I almost feel like I see a face right here. On these little 45s, I'm telling you, they never disappoint. Look at this. But it's like you see a face right here on this 45. Can you see that? Sasquatch, perhaps? I have no idea. Look at that. The little 45s are on point. They are so neat. You can do the best art on these little 45s. It's insanity how beautiful these 45s are. And I actually brought an easel here so you can see, like, this would be overpowering to this. But look at that. If you can sit this easel down low or high, you can adjust this. But look at that on an easel. That is so neat. Isn't that awesome? So we'll just let it off to the side. I don't want to hold it up too much, because it'll run, and then whatever faces are on there, it will not be on there. So I'm just going to put this over there. Let me grab something to kind of sit it on. Okay, so now let's go on to an album, everyone. We're going to go a 45 an album, a 45 an album. Right. Okay, yeah. Okay, so we'll do it like that. Are you out of your gosh damn mind? You crazy motherfuckers. Oh my gosh. Hold on a second, everyone. It's just too much. Okay, so now I'm going to do an album with the same colors and see what we get. What is wrong with people? Oh my God. Some people are honest to God whacked. I'm telling you. Don't be whacked. Just be happy, okay? All right, so we're taking the same color scheme. I'm going to actually put this color in the center. I'm going to put it right here. And I'm going to take, and I'm just going to go like this with my brush. My intuition's saying, because my intuition's going to roll with this. I had to tell you the truth. I didn't even tap this. Look, my intuition, this is like a straight line across. I don't even know what is going on. My intuition is rocking it real crazy. It's just like, It's sending a message. It's sending a message. So the message is like right, okay. So here is just solid. It never done that. Normally I tap in a circular motion, but my intuition just wanted to do something different. So now this is a little bit too like tiny. I mean, we can do like little tiny stuff on here, and I can just smush it down and jam it. Like I'll just jam this and see what we come up with. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to jam it too freaking hard, but we can just jam this and see what we don't come up with, okay? So let's see with this, because I'm going to jam it, and then I'm just going to go up and down, and we're going to see, I don't know what we're going to see. Just hang on for the ride, right? Seriously. So I'm going to take some white, because, you know, we got to just kind of, this isn't nothing that we're tapping. We can tap, but we'll be tapping all night if we use this. And I'm going to tap, and let's see what we can come up with, and see what, hey, what kind of piece of art that we can gather from this. So I'm just going to like tap this like in this kind of motion right here. I don't know why I am doing these weird movements. I let my intuition be my guide. So if you see this moving radically crazy, it's because my intuition is always trying to tell this like story of something, right? It's always dramatic. Trust me, it's always dramatic. Because it warns you of the bad, and then, you know, the good is the good, right? So that is what, let's see. So I'm going to take this purple, and we're just use this little tiny brush. So I'm going to take this purple. I'm going to lift this blue up. And guess what? I'm going to sit this purple down, and I'm going to take and do the twist, the chubby checker twist around this purple, around this container. We'll see what kind of, what will we come up with here. We're going to do the chubby checker twist. And so if you're following along, just, you know, just do what you got to do. And so we've done this. So far, let me show you what we have here. Hi, I'm here. Okay. So now let's see what kind of euphoria we're working with here. It's kind of deep, because if you see, we can see a man in the background here or whatever. Look, see that guy in the background? This is craziness, everyone. Do you see this guy in the background? This is wild. This is beyond wild. I'm going to put this here like that, because you can see a guy in the background here. So, I mean, this is, you know, right here, man. You can really see there's a man back there. And is he running? Okay, right here is a guy. We have no idea who that is. Does anybody see that guy? We got all kind of crazy faces and stuff. Now, I'm going to turn it, because I feel like I want to do something with this empty hole here. Or do we want to leave it the black hole and not even worry about it? Or should we just leave it like that? So let me turn this album, and let's see what else do we see. Now I marked it where we saw that face. So let me just turn it and see what we gather from this. It is really interesting, because suddenly that face is flipped upside down. And I've had that happen on the boards before, over on my one famous piece of art, where the face, if you turn it, it flips upside down and it's another face. That is what that face done there. Now watch this face. Watch this face, and don't take your eyes off of it. Look at that. It becomes a whole nother face. Don't take your eye off of it. This is crazy. This has happened only 2 times on a board, there and here. Now this face, don't take your eye off of it. Don't take your eye off it. Don't take your eye off of it. And watch. It becomes another face. That is weird. That is totally freaking weird. No joke. It is weird. See it right here? And then when I flip it around, it becomes this guy's face right here. That only happens ever 2 times on that board and this one. It's weird. It's beyond weird. So I have no idea what that's about. That's totally, totally weird. We'll keep pushing on. I think that one there is just unbelievable because we never seen nothing like that before. Have you seen anything like that before? I did on my one, and I'll show you that. And so I don't know. It's really strange. I really didn't even put my aura up in that. That's kind of bizarre. But so now we're going to get back into a little 45. This is so cool because the 45s, just like I said, they're so tiny, but they do the best art. They do the most beautiful art. So now we're going to see. We're going to let's just lay it down and just do it. Now for this one, my intuition, I'm not, you know, it wants to do something, and it's trying to tell a story, but it's just, I don't think I'm gonna let it. But listen, it's 4th of July, and okay, so here we go. We're gonna take this, and I'm gonna actually use this black. And it's weird because it wants me to go like this again, and I never ever 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 done this. I always go like this, but for some reason I am supposed to go like this and make fire. I am not trying to do intuitive stuff tonight. Okay, so this is weird, everyone, because my intuition is trying to tell me something dire, serious. And I am not in the mood for all this bullshit tonight. I mean, I'm not. But I'm taking orange. This could be pertaining to a fire, something serious getting ready to happen, something dire, serious. I have no idea. Take it for what it's worth. Let's see. I do not like when my intuition interrupts when I don't want it to. But yeah, I don't like when my intuition tries to interrupt a groove, if you know what I mean. So I'm gonna hi, net. So I'm gonna push. There is something going on. A man's face just came to this little album. This little thing. Something's gonna go on. But look at this. I pushed down, not very hard, and this man's face appeared. Something's getting ready to go on, everybody. Look at this. This is a prediction. Look at this. Look, everyone. Something's about to go down. Be careful. This weekend, be careful. Something's not right. This it's trying to inform me of something. And then here's a man's face that popped up on this just out of nowhere on this little 45. Everyone be careful this weekend. Dire straight. This is scary. Look, this is very scary. And this man's face just appeared on this board. Be God smack. I'm gonna hold it like this because I do not want this to run. Let's just what's the name? Because I want to preserve this one, and then let's let it dry. Okay, let's let this dry, and then we'll get back to that. Something's going on. I have no idea. Let's just let it dry and let it get situated in. I have no idea. Oh man. Okay, everyone, this is taking a different route, okay? So just give me a minute because you know I'm very intuitive and my intuition always tries to warn me about everything. And right now, it's warning me. So let's just find out what's going on. It's going like this, and I've never, ever, 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 ever do this. So this is really strange. So let's find out. And, just like I said, be careful this weekend, everyone. Be careful. Be very, 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 very careful. Because my intuition is popping off something terrible. So you must be careful. Must be careful. I'm going to see, oh my, something's going on to where I have to put this blue like this. Be careful. Be careful. Because my intuition is trying to inform me of something. This could be multiple people acting a fool. This is, I'm getting heebie-jeebies. Be extremely careful. Um, my intuition never lies. It's really, it's wanting smoke, fire, everything on here. So I didn't even come on to do all this because I didn't feel like, doing that. But it's hitting it on its own. I mean, my intuition just does stuff on its own, everybody. I don't guide it into just doing things like that. I don't do that. So if it's smoking and this and that, I don't know. So, um, I mean, I'll be honest with you. Just be careful. Be very, very, very careful because um, there's a lot of crazy stuff. You see that man's face just appeared on that board. Be very careful because he could be the one who's starting all this craziness. Be very highly careful. So I'm going to take another brush and dip it like this and find out what's going on, because there could be I mean, there could be mm, yeah, everybody just just be careful. Just be careful. Okay, because there's just gotta be very, very careful. Just, you know what I mean? Because you have no idea. So just be careful. There's so much craziness going on in this world that it's like this could really pop off terrible. So just be careful. This isn't looking good on here. If you want my opinion, it's not looking good on here. I don't even know what else to say, but look at this. This is not good. What the hell is this? This is our sky, but then it's like, there's that man's face again, everyone. There's that man's face. There's that man's face that was on that board. See that guy's face? His face is back on the board. Yeah, that man's going to do something, everyone. There's a man that is involved. Something's going to happen. It could be in the sky. Look up in the sky. I mean, who knows? I mean, my intuition, um, it's putting it down on this board. Um, so this could be. Oh my God! Do you see that man right here, everyone? You see this man right here? Yeah. See all that? That doesn't look good. This doesn't look good. This is fire. But this man's right here. See that man? Right there? So we're going to lay this down and let it dry a little bit and then come back into it. Because there's another face that's trying to appear here. I can actually see it. So as these faces are trying to appear on here, let me sit this down, because then we can let it dry a little bit so we can see what's going on. Just like I said, everyone, just tomorrow, just be careful, because this looks like, I mean, this don't look good. So just be very, very, very careful. Very careful. At whatever you're doing. Because you don't know. Sorry about that, everyone. My intuition just ran off the deep end. Let's just do a board here and see if we don't come up with something. Whew, sorry about that, everybody. My intuition just ran absolutely wild. I'm going to take this brush. It's doing the same thing. It's trying to warn me about something. So we're going to go back and forth and see what's. I never go back and forth. This has got to be bad if I'm going like this. I never go like this on a board, okay? So this is intuition overload here right now. This ain't even Ashmere. I'll change the title. It's not Ashmere. This is like, I don't even know. Let's see. I'm just letting my intuition be my guide, everyone. Okay. After seeing that board, I mean, oh man. Yeah, it's just, it's a shame that, you know, we live in a world where, you know, things are happening. You know what I mean? It's a shame where we can't have peace and find common ground, because all this craziness is just not worth it. It's not worth, you know, hurting our country, hurting our world. I mean, it really isn't. We've got too much right here in our country, and it's just, you know, it's like a never-ending saga or something. I don't even know what this is gonna, I don't even know what this is gonna tap out. It's definitely telling me a story. I mean, whether I'm just gonna tell you it or not is just, I don't even know, right? So, let's just see. This is weird, everyone. This is a weird board tonight. This is bizarre. This is, I mean, Godsmack bizarre. Now, I typed it, I put it out like this, okay? But I think we're meant to see it like this, if I'm certain. We're meant to see it like this. There's something, we're meant to see it like this. Something's going on. And it could be pertaining to UFOs, unidentified objects, because if you see this, you see that, and they're coming down, and if you see these circular spheres things, there's a whole bunch of them. Whether we'll see them in the sky or whether we will not, but see how they're round and circular, they're coming up out of the sky. Something's going to go on. I don't, you know, it's serious. See this, everyone? This is coming up out of the sky. This is shooting down, but there's something just strange right here. Be careful. Be careful. This is no joke. This is no joke. And it circled something in here. Mm-mm, mm-mm. Be extra careful. This is very alarming, very, very sinister, very scary. And if you see, look at this, there's somebody's mouth and it's wide open and they're laughing. Someone's in the middle of this, they're laughing. See, their mouth is wide open, but there's something sinister. It could be coming in the sky. You see this, it's coming down from the sky. You see these each individual things down in, and then there's a lot of just weird stuff. Yeah, this is crazy. This is really bizarre. I mean, I haven't done one of these in a while because I put my intuition on timeout because it was on a coffee break. But I'll tell you what, right now, it's alarming. This is very alarming. So just like I said, everyone, please, for the love of God, be careful this holiday. You know, make sure that you have, you know, just be careful in the sky. You don't know what that is. That could be chemicals. That could be smoke. That could be, it's something coming out of the sky. So I'm just only saying to you that you must be very, very, very careful. I would actually hate to say this, everybody. Seriously, don't even want to say. I can't even say. I don't even want to say what I'm honestly thinking. Um, my intuition saying that you have to wear a mask because something's gonna. I don't know if it's fume, smoke, powder, dust. there's something big time getting ready to happen, and you carry a mask with you, everybody, just for precautionary things, because look at that. They something could be dropping out of the sky. You see these little individual, you see these round things, and look at this. Be careful. Carry a mask. But somebody's gonna do something sinister, I think. It's weird. It's gonna come from the sky. It's gonna come from the sky. I'm even half afraid to even go to my brother's now after seeing these boards. I mean, I'm Godsmack serious, and you know that. Like, I like going to visit my brother, but I'm even really afraid now. I don't like to live in fear. I can't live in fear. I fear no one but God. But when it comes to your breathing, you don't play with that, everyone. You don't play with breathing apparatus stuff. I always carry a mask all the time. So just make sure that you carry a mask over this weekend, because we could get hit by something. Look, we could get hit by something sinister in the sky. And it's really, it could be, my intuition's saying like powdery stuff. It's gonna fuck lungs up. It's gonna fuck some lungs up, man. I'm telling you right now. This is just too much. Be careful. Be careful. Wear a mask, because this is serious stuff. Somebody's gonna do something. Somebody's gonna do something. This is really craziness right here. But let's just kind of try to move on from that. Let me see what the. Whew, whew. Oh my God. Gee whiz. Okay. Whew. I don't know. Oh my God. Jesus, take the wheel. So let's just. Oh, okay. All right. Let me just get back into this. All right. So let's just. Whew, okay. Let's just do a 45. And we're gonna use the same colors, and we're just gonna let's just use some black and some different colors. So let's just hit the grip here. And we're not wasting paint, everyone. You know how we don't waste paint. Well, you know, it just wants to go like this, and we already know that it already warned us, right? So just like I said, what I wanted to say is, my loves, is that I don't care who you are. I'm God serious. Do you realize that there's no time in this life to hate one another? There is no time to be sitting and worrying about what color you are, what color I am. We ain't got time for all that. There's too much stuff going on in our world that we really got to pay attention to, and we don't have enough time to sit and worry about stuff like that, because we're in times right now where, I'll tell you what, shit ain't right. Stuff is not good right now. This is not good. I'm just going to throw the rest of the paint on here. We're living in times where stuff isn't good, okay? And so I don't know how you just take that, but we're in this kind of, oh my gosh, in this kind of situation where just things are not right. And we're so busy worrying about dumb shit. We ain't got time to be worrying about dumb shit. But there's people wanting to hurt us, and we're sitting here worrying about alligators and stuff. They ain't got time for that. We're here, we're doing this shit against our own. No, it's not how it is. We got other shit to worry about. And let's see what this is. I have no idea what this is. My intuition just punched this out. I don't know if this is some kind of message too. This is weird. This is really weird. There's heads in between this. Everyone, do you see this? You can't make this up. Am I making this up? Look, there's heads in the, look at this. These things are coming, look. You can see like faces in these individual. This is what I'm saying. They're coming in a swarm. There's something happening in a swarm. Look in between each one of these, and we're not going to be able to stop it, my intuition says. Look at that. Something's going to fuck on here. and we're sitting and worrying about Alcatraz and dumb stuff. We ain't got time for that. Do you see what's happening? Look at this. This is not funny, everyone. This is scary. This is beyond, it's beautiful art, but it is scary on top of it. This is scary. This isn't funny. This is not funny. No. I mean, we're sitting in here and trying to do stuff. No. I'm going to do one more piece of art before I end this night, and then I'll be back, Lord willing, hopefully tomorrow night, you know, with some art. Oh, come on. Well, I'm going down to my brother's in the afternoon, but I'll be back on, Lord willing, just like I said, tomorrow night. But stay tuned, everybody. You don't want to miss a thing. You just better stay safe. Stay prayed up, man. This ain't funny out there. Stay the fuck prayed up hard, because there is something. See, we're doing too much. We're doing too much crazy shit, and it's not fair. Because innocent people, you know, it's just not fair. It really isn't. It really, really, really isn't. It's really sad. So look, here we go. I never go like this. I never, ever, ever do a board sideways like this. Never, never. I always go in circular motion. It doesn't even want me to. But I'm just gonna see what this does. I mean, I don't know what the heck's going on. So I'm just gonna. It tells me, my intuition tells me to splash in the middle. Let's see. But yeah, I'm just gonna do this out, and then we're just gonna take it up like that, fold it up, and I'm just running on what my intuition wants me to do here, everyone, not what I want to do. I just saw a man's face come up on this board. I'm not even done yet with this piece of art. I tapped it like this, but let me turn this. Let me turn this. And I just saw his face like somewhere on this damn board, and I'm not even done yet. This is some crazy shit going to go on. People, just be aware of craziness. Hi. Hi, honey. Just be on the lookout. Just look up in the sky. You know, the sky tells a story, and it ain't gonna lie. That's for sure. The sky is not gonna lie, because weird shit's gonna happen. So I would actually say I'm gonna go like this and smoogie in. Be careful. Be careful. Be careful. Be careful. This is scary talk. This is scary stuff. I don't even want to scare any of you. You know, I love all of you. I'm just telling you, be very extremely careful. Because you just wear a mask. Wear a mask. Because I vowed that I wasn't informing, you know, so I just kind of had the shits of it. Got the shits of informing, and you know, so I'm, you know what I mean. Okay, so I don't know, I'm gonna, something's telling me I'm supposed to zigzag this back and forth. I don't even know what, I'm just only going by my intuition. Whatever this is doing, whatever this is saying, I have no idea what the heck. I mean, let's see what it says. Okay, let's see what my intuition's got to say about this. So we got some weird stuff on here. Again, just like I said, let's see what we have with this art. This is weird. This is just, oh my God. This is mild though compared to the other stuff, right? This is mild compared to the other stuff. But there's just, it's a message. But, so everyone, thank you for watching. Look, there's almost like a face right here. Look at that. Can everybody see this face looming in the back? Let's see. Let's turn it this way. And then we have, now isn't this weird? Look at this. Now this is scaring the shit out of me. We have this face looming right here. Now let me turn this. And guess what? There's a whole different face looming in there. You tell me this is not weird. Look at this. Look at this, everyone. This is bizarre. Now let me turn this again. And we get that face. That face right there. So I turn it and we get a human face. Do you see this? We get a human face here. The same face, I'm turning it and it looks out of this world. Holla. Something ain't right. Something ain't right, child. Something seriously going weird, wacko. This is just beyond too much. Hi, Nanny. And that's the same thing that happened on that other board. Okay, so we have this. And so let me just sit this off to the side, and I'm going to show you the art from going from just when we first started to now, everyone. Okay? Okay, so, and just like I said, you know how my art is just ever-loving warnings all the time. Like, it's never... It's like a warning board. I could be the freaking NOAA warning system around here. Okay. So I don't know if you're going to be able to see this because the 45 is drying right now. But we did do this first 45. Oh, shit. My nail went straight across it. I didn't even phase it. But anyhow... This is drying, so I don't even think you're able to see anything until I get the high shine on here tomorrow. You're not going to be able to see what was on here earlier unless you go back through the video. But this is drying right now. So we can't actually see that face that was on there until I get the high shine. But you can still see that man's face there. You can still see that man's face there. But as soon as that dries... we'll see everything. I'm doing good. I'm doing great. And then we done this album. It's drying also. So you won't be able to see the faces until I put the high shine on it. But there was faces on here. And you won't be able to see them until we get this high shine. Because this guy was right over here. Did you see him? He's still there? Hold on a second, everybody. My glasses. Do you see it? Do you still see him right here? He's still there. But when I put the high shine on, it'll bring him right back up. And then we done this, which was weird, which you probably won't be able to see the guy either. But there was a man right in there, right in here, warning. Do you see? But it's drying and you cannot see him right now. So tomorrow when I put that high shine on it, you will see that face come back up. So you have to rewatch this video, everyone, in order to see what we saw in this, okay? Because right now, the fan's coming down on it and it's drying everything. It's just complete warning system. And then we had faces all over here. It was warning us big time, but this is drying. And we cannot really see them because it's all drying right now. But something's about to go down, because if you've seen this, go back and watch this video and you will honestly see what I'm talking about. You will actually see what I'm talking about. This is drying so much that you can't even see it until I get the high shine in there. See? Abstract art dries real dull, and then when you hit the high shine on it, it brings the piece of art back to life. So don't worry, the art is still there. It's just that when I got to hit it with that high shine to bring it back to life. And so we'll see it tomorrow. But yes, everybody, that was the size of this art tonight. Was really bizarre. Oh, here we go. We had this piece, which is kind of weird because it's kind of holding its zill. I mean, and the fan's right there trying to dry everything. See, it's drying. So you can't really see all the faces in here because it's all drying. But, you know, the story is still there. The faces are still there. It's just that it's in dry mode. And when it goes into dry mode like this, you can't see it. Oh, I can see a face right here. I can see, oh my God. Damn it. Oh my goodness. Does anybody? My Lord. I don't even know if you could see through that. Can you see that, guys? Oh man. I can't wait to show you this dried in high shine tomorrow because it's in the drying stage, and I'll tell you, this night, all I can say is when I see this art and just how I tapped it out, everyone, be extremely careful. I would say carry a mask with you. There's something about powder that's coming to my intuition. Powder. This could be powder being blown in the air. Anything. Be careful. Make sure you have a mask with you. You may not see it, but guess what? You'll feel it in your chest. Be careful. Be careful. You know, there's something, I have no idea. Just too much. It's too much. Let's get some positive energy. Look at these cute things that I made. Well, I didn't make this piece of wood. My neighbor, the older gentleman, made this piece of wood, and I just put the gold on it, painted it. I painted it that deep green, and put the gold over for good luck for the show, right? We all need this positivity. Are you crazy? Hell no, I'm not showing my panties. Are you nuts? And then look at that. Isn't that so pretty? Look at that. That is absolutely amazing. Let's see. Okay. So, look at this. So, there you go. So positivity for Instagram, positivity for YouTube, and let's just stay vigilant. Everyone, please stay vigilant. You know, just like I said, you just have to stay vigilant, and you know, if you see anything in the sky, what have you, I mean, I would just recommend it. You just get inside then, you know, because you don't know what it could be. It could be chemicals, it could be fire, who knows, you know. But that right there was definitely warning, and it was trying to put a warning signal out. So I will keep you posted, and thank you for joining me tonight. Have a happy 4th of July. I'll see you later tomorrow tomorrow afternoon. Put this away. It was a nice night of art. I mean, we had fun with all the different paints and everything, but I'm sorry it was so much warnings and warnings and warnings, but that's how my intuition operates. It just wanted to warn us about something, and there is, you know, it feels like there's something gonna happen. So just like I said, be careful, everyone, be careful. If you're driving in your car, make sure you lock doors, you know, just normal stuff. Just please be careful, okay? I love you, and I'll see you when I see you. Bye. Thank you, Instagram. Have a blessed weekend. Let's see. Alrighty, Insta, or Facebook, YouTube. I love you, and I'll see you when I see you. Thank you so much. Hi, Ia 69. Hi. Thank you, Richard. Hello, everyone, and I'll see you when I see you. God bless everybody. Have a blessed night. Peace, love, and blessings. Peace, everyone.